tri-state area. This is your number one source for R&B, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We are 107.5 WBLS and WBLS HD1, New York.
Cafe Mocha.
Distinct flavors,
one experience.
It's Cafe Mocha. 3 distinct flavors, one experience. I'm MC Lyte.
I'm Loni Love.
I'm Angelique. We are gearing you up for the holidays, at least financially.
Yep.
We got Ash Cash in the house, by the way.
He gonna tell us about, how to maintain our money for the holidays. 'Cause I don't want y'all losing y'all money, after y'all done saved it.
Plus, ain't nobody saving no money. Plus, from Black Enterprise, Alfred Edmond will join us.
All right. Just because you broke don't mean everybody is, Angelique. It's Cafe Mocha.
It's Cafe Mocha, 3 distinct flavors, one experience. I'm Angelique.
I'm MC Lyte.
I'm Loni Love.
Oh, it's that time of year again.
Cha-ching. Cha-ching.
Spend that money that you done saved all year.
Oh, right.
And they want it.
Anyway.
By any means necessary.
We have Ash Cash on the line because he's going to help us with the temptation to go out and spend every nickel that we don't have for Christmas and Thanksgiving and all that stuff. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me on.
No
You are
problem.
very welcome.
So, one of the biggest things that always concerns me is us just overspending for the holidays. How do we avoid it?
Absolutely. I think first and foremost, we have to create a budget. In order to not overspend during the holiday time, if you don't create a budget, then you're setting yourself up. And it's not only a budget for gifts, because I think that's the tendency. When people think that they're going to, save for the holidays, that they're only saving for the gifts that they're going to give out. But what about the dress that you're going to use for your holiday parties? Or what about, what it's going to take to, cater a dinner at your home? Or whatever you're going to do for the holidays, make sure you budget that put that into a budget and make sure you stick to that budget no matter what, because the holiday seasons are filled with a lot of sales, a lot of deals, a lot of temptation. And if you go in with, you go into a store without having a budget down pat, you're going to unquestionably you're going to spend more money than you intend to spend, and then you're going to find yourself in a hole. And this is how we get into being heavy in debt going into the New Year's and things of that nature.
So we're on the phone with Ash Cash talking about holiday spending. What's up with the layaways now?
Yeah,
is that
come
good?
back.
Yeah, because in the economy that we're in now, people are not spending as much as they used to spend, and the stores are now knowing that in order to get people to tempt them to start spending more, let's put the layaways back. I think it's a good idea if you're going to discipline yourself, if you know that this is what you're going to spend for this holiday season, so let me start early and start spending that money early. But again, I can't stress enough that if you don't have a budget in place, then you're going to put yourself deep in the hole. So you got to make sure that you have a budget, and the budget has to be reasonable. Like you can't rob Peter to pay Paul.
All right, I am ashcash.com. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm gonna do a budget.
Yep,
Yes.
you got to.
Discipline.
All of us.
Yeah, thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care.
3 distinct flavors, one experience. It's called Cafe Mocha. We're here to get you where you need to be in life.
And one of the biggest issues on our mind is how to save some money. My goodness, I spend so much money at the grocery store, I don't think I want to eat anymore.
Anyway, joining us is the Senior VP of Black Enterprise magazine, Alfred Edmond. How are you?
I'm doing so well, it is not even funny.
Hey,
It's not even fair.
Sounds like a man who's saving his money to me.
Saving my money and living right.
All right. I love that. So people are really scared out there. I mean, everybody's listening to what's going on with the economy. Most of us have no idea what to do with our money. We want to take it out of the bank, out of the 401k, put it under the mattress. What should we be doing with our money right now?
Well, first of all, let me start off by saying, don't panic. Things will be all right. In many ways, things are already all right. And I always tell people, take the long view, especially if you're a person of color. I mean, we've seen worse times. Many of us were born into worse times. So we got to put it in perspective and not really trip over what's going on right now. So that's the first thing I always tell people. Black Enterprise has been through 7 recessions since we started 40 years ago. We're still standing. So that doesn't mean you don't take it seriously, but you got to kind of keep the faith and keep it moving and assume that things, get better. And I believe they will.
We're talking to the Senior VP of Black Enterprise magazine, Alfred Edmond. You got something, Lyte?
I think you told us where we can go get information on how to save it, but what are ways that you save your money?
Well, first of all, and people, don't like to hear it, but in this current economy, they got to take it seriously. You got to have a budget. You got to have a spending plan. You got to know where your money is going. You will find, if you're really looking at a monthly budget where you really keep track of where you're spending your money, a lot of the money you think you don't have, you really do have. Right. You're just putting it in the wrong place. There's dumb money and there's smart money. Dumb money costs you money.
Okay.
Smart money makes you money. And if you're really looking at your budget on a month-to-month basis and saying, okay, let me keep track of where I'm spending my money, you will be surprised how much money you save. For example, if you're getting gourmet coffee every day, you're spending a couple of $1,000s a year. And it's not that good. It's just really not that good. That should be a treat.
Well, what do you do instead?
Your first thing you want to do is look at where you're actually spending your money and say, listen, do I really need to do that every day? Do I need to do that every week? Is there ways I can cut that out?
Lyte is shaking her head. She's like, kinda.
I need my chai latte.
You don't need it.
But then
one of the things that happened to us over the last 10 years is that we got our needs and our wants confused.
Gotcha. All right. Thank you so much, Alfred Edmond. You can find him at Black Enterprise magazine. I know you're big on Twitter and stuff. Tell people how to get in touch with you.
You can find me on Twitter. You can find me on Facebook. Just search for Alfred Edmond Jr. And you want to check me out on BlackEnterprise.com. I do a blog called Off My Chest, and it is actually off the wall. So you'll learn a lot about money and business and everything else because I just like talking about just about everything.
All right.
Well,
thank
beautiful.
you.
Thank you.
Pleasure to meet you.
It's my pleasure.
It's Cafe Mocha.
Boom! Now that I got your attention. Yeah. Hey.